99% of people I ask have never heard of the Moasure measuring device. So this is an app-controlled, Bluetooth-enabled, I think GPS, maybe, plot mapping, site mapping tool where you can get accurate square foot measurements. And now with the new software update, you can calculate cut and fill measurements, which is a total game changer for landscape contractors like myself. So I am in no way affiliated with this company. I just wanted to bring you guys along and show how I'm using the new software update from Moasure. Let's go to a job site right now and I'll show you how to get an accurate estimate to a customer using the Moasure measuring tool. Okay, welcome to the Moasure app. So I just opened the app and I'm going to show you the next steps to start recording square foot measurements, plot points, and elevations on your job. So if you click on the plus button at the bottom, that'll give you basic modes. So a lot of the times I'm doing closed shape or open shape. If I do open closed shape here, then you'll see it's waiting to connect to the Bluetooth, and then you can show that it's straight lines between points or it's traced by the actual unit. Plot points is fairly new with the software update, I believe. So you can just take elevations all over your site and then you'll be able to see that in 3D. And then this bar at the top, when you start recording, it'll show green. And as time goes on, it'll fill up to that yellow bar and then to the red. So the idea is between your first and second point, you don't walk past the time limit to where you're hitting that yellow or you start to lose accuracy. Okay, I've just hooked up the Moasure device to the Bluetooth here. So we've got the app open and I'm gonna take this thing for a spin with you guys. So let's do a open shape, go with a straight line. So you can see it's already picked up the device. At the top you see it says start measuring. So this is going to be your instructions there. So you're just going to lift it up when you're ready to go, walk as far as you want to go while the update bar is still in green, and then try to set it down fairly gently before it reaches red. So here we go, I'm lifting it up. And this will be chirping away at you normally. And I'm going to set it down here. Oops. So yeah, I even went a little long. So once it's set down, you can chill. You're not like on a time crunch or anything, but theoretically, I think it'd be better to set down in the green still. Let me try. Okay, I hit a little bit into the yellow. Let me try another one. Because it, like, boom, I'm down. So it picks it up fairly quickly. And moving along and down. So you can do short ones as well. Let's see if I can come close to where I started here. And if not, it'll assume that you wanted that. See, I missed a little bit, but you can close that up. So I'll hit stop there. And here you can interact with your shape. So it did connect, so we were able to get a perimeter here. On the 3D feature here, you can see this whole space in 3D. And you might be thinking, that's pretty cool. Look at that. You can see the space in 3D where it's sloping. But wait till you see this. So hit edit down below and it'll bring up this menu. From here, click cut or fill. And you see that same 3D map. Let me zoom in a bit for you. And it's equalized the volumes. And as I drag this bar, you're going to be able to bring it level to the top or to the bottom. Let's see, if we were going to dig everything out, we would be in this orientation, so it's in the red. So you go to your lowest point here. At the top, you see that cut number. So that's the cubic foot volume measurement for this whole site. So we're not doing that. In this case, she wants a retaining wall at the front. So I'm going to raise this level, because if you see in the video, that back measurement was the patio. So that's a concrete hard point, and we're trying to level the front with that. So this, look, this blue in the front then represents the wall that we would be building. There's the steps up the middle. There's the wall all the way around along. And then at the top, you'll see that fill number, 474 cubic feet. So to make that useful, I'm gonna punch that on into a yardage calculator online to go from cubic feet to cubic yards, just so I know how many to order at the landscape shop. But basically, this is gonna increase our accuracy so we know exactly how much material to bring in or to dig out, which is equally important. Our goal is to be one of the best landscape contractors around, and when we lose a bid, it's normally because of price objections. Our price is too high, but I can sleep pretty easy knowing that I'm this accurate with my pricing, and I've just seen something that the other companies may not have seen. So even though they have a lower price, it may have been because of an inaccuracy in their bidding process. And with this tool, we may be able to cut out some of that inaccuracy, get a very accurate flat rate price for soils going out and soils coming in, and then combined with this accurate measurement that we're getting at our job sites now, we'll have a really comprehensive price book that's both quick to generate and extremely accurate. I'm going to start a new measurement. So distance between 2 points. So I'll start here on the ground. Place to start. Okay, it's measured the first point. Now I'm going to lift this up and get something a little distance and a little height and see if it reads the difference. Okay, so perfect. That's, oh, I didn't know it gave you the percent number of the grade as well. That's great. So if you just want to measure the top to the bottom of a hill, you certainly can do so. This is what that's going to look like. One cool thing I'm realizing while shooting this video is that if you pick straight line on the menu, you're not committed to just straight line mapping. You can also add plot points within the perimeter that you draw. So that could be super helpful on our jobs to draw the whole perimeter, get the square foot number, but then also add points throughout to get a bit of the topography. So let me try to do that on a super small scale here on this pile of dirt. Place to start. I'm going to go just a little wide to exaggerate a little bit. So I'm going to go and do the whole perimeter. And then once the perimeter is mapped, I'll add a couple plot points to show some of this elevation. Okay, so we nearly connected. Let me just try and get closer to where I started, finish off that perimeter. Then I'm going to switch to points here and shoot right up the middle and get some of the max heights. It's a little crooked here. Let's see if it... Okay, there we go. So I've got a couple points on the mound. Now let's check this out in 3D. So they've mapped our perimeter. So you get the area number. They do a good job if you don't match up the beginning to kind of extrapolate what you meant there. And then look at this in the 3D. Oh, so that's where I overmapped the beginning, but you can see the mound in 3D here, and it'll estimate the volume based on that. So about 73 cubic feet using the perimeter mapping plus some plot points for the terrain. So that's pretty cool, and I learned something today. That's how you use the Moasure tool. You can see in the video, I use the stick, but you could set the actual unit down by hand if you wanted to, but I like the stick if I'm going around to a whole job site. That's really helpful. Man, when I bought the Moasure-1 like 3 years ago, I thought I might have made a mistake, but now with the new software update, I'm super pleased with it. It's getting us some really good data. With the accessory tool here, you can place it down and move around easily along the site. You saw that today. So what do you think? Do you think it's worth the price today for the capabilities that it has? If you've thought of a way to make this tool work for you that I didn't show in the video, leave it down below in the comments. I'd be curious to hear how y'all are using this. So that's how I use this tool as a landscape contractor. That's my video review of the Moasure-1, and I will see you guys on the next video.